What, I know you've done a lot of impersonations on the campaign trail. I've seen some of them, Simpsons characters, Princess Bride. What's your favorite one? Do you want to grace us with it?
Oh, look, I mean, part of it is you got to have fun. You know, a lot of times I get the questions in town halls, how do Republicans reach young people? And in answer to that, part of it is substance. We got to make the case that the Obama economic agenda is hammering young people. For 7 years, young people come out of school with economic stagnation. They can't get a job. They don't have a future. Obamacare is a massive wealth transfer from young, healthy people to everybody else. And the national debt is hammering young people. But part of getting young people is having fun, loosening up. You know, would it kill Republicans to crack a joke? Actually, some of them, I think it might. So, look, I'll give an example. It's not, I mean, so the impersonations is part of that. It's just sort of having fun. But, you know, I'm reminded of a few years back, I was out in L.A., traveling out there. And the week before I arrived, these posters began appearing all over town. And they're posters of my head on a shirtless torso that is ripped. And it's covered with tattoos. A giant eagle on my chest. 2 6-shooters on my abs, which are a perfect 8-pack. Winston Churchill, you sound less than convinced.
Yeah, well.
Winston Churchill on my right bicep, which is massive. A cigarette dangling out of my mouth. And above it, the legend, blacklisted and loving it. Now, we had nothing to do with these posters. This was a local street artist in LA that just put them up on his own, but we decided to have some fun with them. So we posted on Facebook, we said, well, for whatever reason, these posters have begun appearing all over Hollywood. I have to say I noticed a glaring error. I don't smoke cigarettes.
Senator Cruz, thank you very much.
Anderson, appreciate it.
That's all the time we have. I want to thank Senators Cruz and
Hi, everybody. My name is Mike. This is my YouTube page, Mox News. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so this is something that I keep seeing happening in the debates, and whenever these professional politicians are all gathered together on one stage, it's and it doesn't matter if it's Republicans or Democrats, it's something that I see happen over and over again, which really just turns my stomach, makes me want to puke my guts up. And I keep seeing it in the debates over and over again, and I just thought that I should go ahead and point it out. Take a second. Don't want to spend too much of your time, but there appears to be this competition when all of them get on stage to see who can get the best one-liner out, who can have the best punchline moment, you know, get the best ha 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 moment of the debate. And when we're talking about stuff like, you know, George Bush lied us into a war of choice and killed 1 million Iraqis, you know, or, you know, 9/11 happened on George Bush's watch, or the economy, the failing economy, the failing justice system, you know, how are we going to make jobs for the American people? Immigration. I don't think the American people want to hear your little punchline, one-liner, ha ha ha, I won the yuck 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 competition. It needs to stop. But this is the thing, is all these professional politicians, all these career politicians, and it doesn't matter if they're Republicans or Democrats, they all seem to have this when it's like, and I think this is something that sets Donald Trump apart from these other career professional politicians, is that it's like these guys are just waiting for their moment to get their little one-liner in that they've been practicing and practicing and practicing. They're just waiting for it, and the second they get their little chance, they're going to slam their little one-liner in there, and they're going to look at all the other guys and go, I just won the yuck 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 competition, you motherfuckers. And the American people don't want it. It's disgusting. And the people that are somehow swayed by, oh, look how cute I am, and I won the funniest person competition. I won the guy that you can have a beer with competition. No, you're all winning the I want to punch that motherfucker in the face competition. That's what you're winning. Okay, we don't want to hear your little polished one-liners. And I swear all these professional politicians, they go to some kind of class where they're trained to do this. They're trained, you know, don't be this continuous sourpuss about everything bad. You got to lighten up the situation. You got to keep it light. You got to keep people happy. Make them think happy things. And then when they think of you, they'll think of something. Oh, he made me laugh that one time. He made me smile. When I see him, I smile. I get happy. No. You know, and this is the thing about Donald Trump. You know, they keep saying that somehow he's like, you know, this racist, and he's tapping into this racist. No, he's just simply tapping into this anger. And every time one of you professional politicians does your little ha ha ha, the people's anger level goes up. And they go, fuck that guy. He's making jokes in the middle of something incredibly serious, where I'm trying to figure out who the next commander-in-chief needs to be to lead us through this endless war that the last two cocksuckers left us in. Okay, and we're tired of it. I'm tired of it. I find it disgusting. And I think that's partially why, you know, Donald Trump is kind of stands separate from these guys, and part of the attraction that people are seeing. Donald Trump appears to be more serious than these other people who come up with one after another punchline to try and act like the whole thing is a joke. Which it may be. It may be this big joke on the American people. If the Republican Party seems to have their way, it seems like what it's going to be, you know, contested convention or whatever. We don't really care what the American people want. You're going to get the candidate we want, the establishment wants. Just like with Bernie Sanders. They're not going to, the Democratic establishment is saying no. This is Hillary's turn. That's how she won Iowa. She won 6 coin tosses. 6 consecutive coin tosses. Excuse me, I went to the dentist yesterday. Anyways, I digress. We don't want your little joke playing crap. You look like fools. We need somebody who's much more serious than a fool, dancing his little jig and doing his little one-liners. Okay? So, again, I just wanted to point that out because something that's been bothering me over and over again with these events where all these politicians are gathered together, and it doesn't matter whether they're Democrats or Republicans. So, my name is Mike. It's my YouTube page. If you'd like to help out, make a small contribution, buy my Moxie lunch. I like lunch. If you'd like to buy me lunch, it's easy to do. There's a clickable link in the text body of this video. It says show more, and right in that little box it says Mox News needs your help. So if you can, I also need hard drive space. I'm getting ready to buy a couple of hard drives. They cost about $90 each. So, thank you very much for your continued support. It's because of you guys that I'm still here. Because you guys said never let them make you quit. And I haven't done that yet. And it hasn't been easy. But because of you guys, I've been able to keep up the good fight. So I thank you all. Stay cool. One of these days this war is going to end. Till that day,